Hello everyone, today's video is about my new shack. For the past 3 weeks, I've been working rebuilding that shack, changing all the furniture, repainting the room and everything. At the same time, we were renovating our basement, and on the other side of that door, it's the living room, or if you want, the family room. And as we took out all the old furniture because we were waiting for new ones, I was able to get everything out of the shack, put it over there, and I could repaint the shack here without any obstacle because it is very, very small. So today's video, I will show you how I started the planning, why I did some, I did choose some part of the desk as an example, or the shelf that I have in the back here, and I will tell you exactly all my decision, because in the past it's not the first time that I rebuilt a shack. I did that in 2003 or 2004, I'm not sure, and I did rebuild my shack in my old house, and with two of my friends, Pierre, which is not a ham, and Patrick with VA2PV, we built a brand new desk at that time that will recess all my equipment inside of it, and I did cut some faceplate that I made to be sure that everything was hidden, all the wire and everything. But the problem with this type of design is if you change equipment, you will have to redo your setup, so it's not very practical. So the shelf for me was the critical part, and I could have built my own and tried to press fit everything that I have, but I didn't want to have something that I will get stuck in the time and change the shelf every time I want to change gear or setup configuration. So what I did is I start looking for a shelf, and what I found is this coffee table at IKEA, which is pretty neat. I will show you exactly the model later on, but this table give me enough room for my TS990. It's wide enough, it's very strong. It has a board in the middle, which I drill holes in it where I passed all the wire, and all the wires are hidden in the back. So if you can see here, there's no wire showing behind the radio, even though there is no like fake wall with like my other desk and everything is pretty neat and pretty clean. It is built the same way in the back. That means the middle shelf is shorter a little, and it goes, the legs are going on top of it. As you can see, the legs are matching the color of my desk, so that's pretty neat. And behind of it, I did tie wrap all my wires behind that pole here. So what happened is that you don't see it, except for the coax, because if I pull the desk over, then I'll be able to work in the back, so I need a little bit of loose. There's also some cable management right behind the desk as well, that you can see now, and that's what I did. And the good thing is it can slide as well. I did put some little cushion under the leg so I can pull without scratching the desk, so I can pull that to be able to work behind or whatever. Also, I have enough room here to put a TS2000 like I want, and I want to put like 2 external speakers as well to match my TS990. And I'm waiting for the DV4 mobiles to come out so I can use the DV4 mobile for the digital mode. I will install a second antenna that I already have in the garage, a VHF UHF antenna for that radio, and I will have the all mode all band here with the TS2000, but I have to wait for the budget to buy it, so it will take a little while before I can get it. So that's about the planning, but it won't change the setup. Here I have 2 peepholes. I have 1 peephole right here that I use to link my WireX network. As you can see, there's no repeater in the shack anymore because it was too noisy, so I replaced it with my FT400 here that I use with my WireX nut. And on top there in the rack mount, there is the PC for the WireX. Also, the amp was quite heavy, even though the table can support it. I did put it on a shelf into the rack mount. What happened is that my room is 96 inch, but the desk was 95.5 inch wide. But I didn't take into account the baseboard at the bottom, and the way the desk is built, you cannot completely push it to the wall. So what happened is I have like 2.5 or almost 3 inches too wide, too deep for this table here that I use, that is deeper than the other one. But fortunately, this desk, you can detach that table from it because it is self-support with a L shape for the other part. So it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Then it's better like this, because instead of having the rack mount over there, I have the rack mount over here. And the rack mount is strategically placed where all the wires are behind it, and my dummy load is there and everything, so it doesn't show because I managed to get the shelf at the same height as my table and put the amp there, because this is very solid, this is metal. So it just turns out pretty good. And another good thing is I can pull right out this table here and work on the wire in the back without any problem, without dismantling the desk. So everything turns out pretty fine. So I'm very happy about this design. If you look in the back here, I don't know if you can see, there's two drawers set up that I have, cabinet. I had one, I bought a second one, so I put all my wiring and rearrange all my charger, battery, my HT antennas, and all the gear that I have, you know, that were like in drawers and all mixed up. So I rearrange everything. I just need to put a P-touch and put the name on each drawer for where the stuff is. I also have another people in over there that I use for this, to have a computer in front of the TS990. And this computer I can run as well the RSP2, which is connected to the people, and it is connected into the RX out of the TS990. So that's give me another view of the band that could be wider than what the TS990 can give me. So that's pretty neat. I just need to synchronize both together. But I'm not completely finished with the shack. I got some stuff where I'm waiting for, and I'm trying to make arrangement, you know, to get everything. And when the budget is there, I will continue and pursue with the TS2000 like I mentioned. And there is no decoration as well. I don't know if I'm going to put clock in the back over there. I don't know. But if you look at the picture, I did put a small LED light which works in USB port behind the TV, or the 40-inch 4K monitor that I use for my 4K editing PC. And if you look at when I turn on the TV, the LEDs comes on. That's pretty neat. It's giving me a mood type of environment when I'm in the shack at night. I just love it because it's incredible. Okay, I really love my shack now. I really love the way it's set up. Now where it's filmed in front of me, I have the camera in the corner with the tabletop tripod, heavy duty tripod. I got my light set up over there. I got my boom mic. I'm waiting for a second boom mic. I have two other articulated arms that are in the garage that I want to set up. One for a top camera to do the unboxing, which I have a small, I'm going to show you. I have a small 4K GoPro style camera, which is pretty well, okay, for the price. I got that in Christmas time, and I use this for the 360 view of the shack, and most of the video you're gonna see, because it's pretty small and it has a 170 degrees angle, so I can see all the shack. Sometimes you can see things going wavy or rounded up a little, but it's just the effect of the lens. But this I can use for this type. I want to use it and put it on top because it's pretty light on the boom mic support, because I have 1, 2, 3, I got 5 of those here. I got 2 that are not installed yet. Gonna install on top here of my desk here, so I can film my unboxing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got the light. I want a second light as well for the LED. And here I got my main computer that I use emails and stuff. I got my 4K editing machine. The only thing I don't like is when I work on my PC here, on this side, I cannot look at the radio. So what I'm going to do next is probably bring a monitor that I can see the TS990 display, okay, with a long wire VGA cable. And I'm gonna see the TS990 display while I'm working on it, so that's what not too bad. So I'll think of something, but for now I got the people. But when the TS2000 is gonna be there, probably gonna remove the monitor and put it somewhere else. So we'll see. Maybe I will just have the people in front of the radio. Also, another thing, I bought this two external speaker for the TS990. It looks so amazing. Look at this. It's very, very, very nice. I know they are expensive, but with an expensive radio like this, you know, I just decided, and I sold a few stuff, decided to buy those because it looks so great and it just make the station complete. It sounds great as well. You have a switch here, A and B, so you can switch input. So I have it in mixed mode, so it's more like a stereo mode, but I can have it like one VF over there, one VF over here, or I can have it in mixed mode, like stereo, and I can set up a second input. So I have my DV4 on set up into this one here, and what happened is that I can switch between the input between the HF and the DV4 on. So thanks to Radio World for giving me a discount on this items. I also bought two desktop charger for the THD74. So that's pretty neat, so I don't have to play with wire anymore. So I have it one there and I have one here. So I can monitor a different hotspot and different DV4. I mean, I can even use in DMR now using my DV4 ohm transcode function. So that's pretty nice as well. So I have my open spot on the other side. So everything is falling to place, but I'll be working more in the shack in the future to make it more and more appealing and more equipped, if you want to say it like this. I still got some room on the shelf in the back and the back over there, so if I want to move the power supply and only have radio gears. I also want to replace this old tuner, even though it's working well. I would like to have something automatic, because if I ever do remote operation, I can actually use it remotely, so that will be neat. I would like, you know, it's possible to switch antennas as well using this device. So that's about what I did in the shack. So the first thing you need to do when you're planning a shack is think of your equipment. What you're going to use, what are you going to, how are you going to displace them. Think for the future. What do you want? What do you want in the future? What do you want your shack to be like? Because when you pass, it's your relaxing time, you're in your shack. It's important to put the energy over there and be sure that you are satisfied and you feel very good in your shack. So for me, that was very important. So let's go with the process of what I've bought, what I've did. The first thing I needed to do is empty the shack. My shack is very small, so everything's got to be out of there so I can work. But at the same time, I'm changing all the furniture, so there was no point to keep anything in there anyway. So got everything out, got all the radio gear out, the computers and everything, put it in a safe place where there's no danger or that something gonna drop on it or paint or whatever. So got everything out of the way. Now what you see is the room emptied and ready to be painted as I tape everything to do a nice job. And you see also that all the wire were rolled into garbage bag and taped together to be sure that they will not be in the way. You can see in the corner where all the wires comes in, all the, you know, the wall, it's been, you know, used over time. So that's a little bit normal that you don't see that until you empty the room. Now what you see is the room repainted. You can see the shape of that room. Like I mentioned before, it's not an uneven shape. So you can see it now, and it's been repainted. It looks like a brand new room. And here's the pictures of the shack, the shape that you can see, the design that I made in the past video with the U-shape desk. The U-shaped desks can be mounted even left or right, so that means the part with the top bookshelf can be mounted left or right. So I decided to have it a right installation, as you can see in the picture here. And you can find that desk at Best Star. That's a Canadian company that built it, and they sell it at Costco. They sell at other places as well. They're very well known, and for building products that are not very expensive. And you can see that at Costco on their Canadian website, you can see $8.79 Canadian. So you pay in the US, it's probably 25% less. But as you can see, it comes as well with another separate bookshelf and a 2-drawer cabinet. I don't have those, but here's the price I paid at Costco, $369 for the U-shaped desk. That's pretty cheap, so that's why I bought it, and I couldn't resist when I saw this desk at Costco. So after repainting, then we needed to build the desk itself and started to mount it in the room. Like I said, I could not put it in a U-shape completely because it didn't fit. That was missing a few inches because of the baseboard. But it's turned out very good since I was able to put the rack mount in the corner and it's hide all the wires. And now the table where the radio is can be pulled so I can go in the back and do a job on the wiring without dismantling all the desk. So since this part is removable and it's not especially needed to be fixed to the other part of the desk, it was very easy. The table that I use as shelf was found at IKEA, and the color did match the colors in my shack and the color of the desk. If you like, please put a like, and please share to your friend. Please share, follow me on Facebook, on Twitter. Please subscribe to this channel if it's not already done, because all the effort I put in this video, the only rewards I get, well, it's when people like and people subscribe. This keeps me going. This fuel this fuel the energy. Let's put it like this, to do some more video. And if you didn't watch my documentary that I post last week, please take a look at it. It's 20 minutes. It's a very good story, a very good ham radio story. It includes friendship, it includes operation, it includes technical. So it's a pretty complete story, and it's a real story about good people, good fellow hams that I known for a while, that I've been a good friend and the good friend together. So please watch that and let me know what you think. I would like to do a documentary like this about once a year, and that will be pretty neat if you can subscribe, because only 2% of my viewers are actually subscribers from what I see in the stats. So I would like to increase that a little bit more. So please subscribe, please support. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I'll let you take a look at the video. Don't forget, go in the comments and below and just comment what do you think about that shack. So 73 for now, and see you later.